I'm a woman. I have the degrees. I guess you would say I make the money. But I thought it was like common knowledge that that wasn't gonna like help me get a man. Like I think like I feel like I keep having the same conversations over and over, like with my friends, and like, man, the more money I got, the harder it is dating, the more this or that. I'm like, no shit, Sherlock. Like we're all in the same boat, but it's like I don't think that that was the intention. Like when you're making, all the money and stuff, our money is our money. Like our degrees and stuff are for us. Like you wanted to be a doctor since you were a kid. Like, did you think that you becoming a doctor was going to make it easier for you to get a man? Like, did you think you making $1 million a year was going to make it easier for you to get a man? Men play on a different scoreboard than us. They're more shallow. Like they care about looks. They care about, if anything, they care about how you like make them feel, like ego wise. Like,
Okay. I would agree with just about everything she said. But I think in terms of being shallow, let me just add to that. I would say that we are human beings that love peace. We love femininity. We love soft spokenness. We love for you to be feminine, happy. We don't love arguing. We don't love to fight. We just want to eat, have sex, go to sleep, go to work, wake up, do it all over again. That's all we want. We want nothing else. Very simple individuals. And we don't really like thinking about things. Just leave us alone. That's it. Leave us alone. Let us live. Let us work and bring home the money. That's what we want. Let it continue because so far she's doing good. I agree with about 99% of what she's saying.
I don't know most men that care about your money unless they need it. I'm dead ass. Like I'm not even trying to be slick or like, you know, like I'm not even trying. It's just like men don't care. And I think they don't care because they know that for the most part, most women are not going to break bread with them. Like most women, when they get a lot of money, we're getting prenuptial agreements. Like, damn right. If I had millions of dollars before I married you and you were making 100K a year, I'm
Hold on a second. This is why, gentlemen. This is why you see how easy it is for her to say, if I'm making $1 million a year, I got to get a prenup. You guys got to do the same thing. You got to learn from this, you young men out there. Learn from this. Don't be embarrassed. Don't feel bad to protect your assets. And I think more men today understand that, and they're doing that, especially if you're coming in with a boatload of money, houses, property, that sort of thing. Yeah, of course. Get a prenup and make sure it's good. Make sure it reads well. Let it cook.
a prenuptial agreement. But if it was like the shoe was on the other foot, we'd be like, oh, well, you're thinking about divorce. Like, why? I don't even know why you're thinking about that. If a woman makes $1 million a year, some women would still want a man that made $1,001 just to say he had more or like equal or more than what she had. Even if, like, okay, I'll give you an example. This is probably maybe not your relationship goals, but like say JT and Lil Uzi. I bet you Lil Uzi's probably paying most of her bills.
I don't know who those people are.
And she's a millionaire probably by herself. JT has her own career, not a job, a career. And why do you think that is? Why do you think that is that even though she's rich, she still is somewhat of a kept woman? You could argue it's because of what she puts up with. And that's a fair argument. We don't know what happens behind the scenes. But I very much think JT doesn't give that energy, at least at home, that I don't need a man. Fuck, I don't need a man. She's very much the type that gives off my man, my man, my man. Every day in the comments, she's like always like, oh, like speaking very highly of him, speaking up when people talk down on him. Like the trick is You can have all the money in the world. If you're not fine, men don't want you. I don't know if I said anything profound here, but if you're not fine as fuck, men do not want you. Women that are pretty will always have options. And I want to say another thing, it doesn't even matter how old you are. Like whether you're 20 or whether you're 60, if you're fine, you're going to have options. I'll tell you right now, the pretty rich women are not having any trouble finding a man. The pretty women that still are like kind of soft and still give off like know how to stroke a man's ego, know how to let a man still do things for them and aren't giving like super hyper independent, they're still getting that princess treatment. They're still getting tricked on. They're still getting their bills paid. They're still getting flued out.
I like it. I like everything she has to say. I'm going to link her description in the her stuff in the bottom of the description. You'll see it. I like what she had to say, people. I think that part of the problem is how we've been raising our daughter. And I'm going to make it very, very simple because she pretty much just said everything, right? She said it all. I would say this. I think we have to be careful with the type of direction we want to raise our daughters in. So what do I mean by that? Men and women are always telling their daughters, no, baby, you got to go to school. You got to get an education because I want you to be able to take care of yourself. In my personal opinion, I think that that's the wrong message. Now, I know you feminists are going to be on my throat for that, but let me elaborate. If you were hurt because you experienced failure in your relationships, in your marriage, and you're projecting that onto your kids, whether it be your son, your daughter, it doesn't matter. And you're telling your kids you got to go to school because you don't want X to happen. And then you find yourself in a position like your dad and your mom. Look at how we were raised, those of us that were raised in single parent homes, watching our parents work their butt off. Because either she threw him out or he just wasn't there from the jump. And now she's telling us, you got to go out there and get yourself an education because you see how mom is working all day, 24 hours a day, slaving for peanuts. Don't be like your mom. That's not the right message. That is totally not the right message because now they're going to grow up with this ideology that they can't trust men. Men are going to leave at some point. Now, listening to what she said, everything she said, in my opinion, is spot on. Why not teach or direct our daughters, hey, you know what? Go to school, get yourself an education so that way you're not dumb. You can carry on a conversation. Just about anything. You can talk about politics, you can talk about culture, whatever. You can just carry on pretty intelligent conversation. But don't make school your be-all, end-all. Don't make school the focal point, your life. Because like she said, it doesn't matter how many degrees you have. We don't care. We don't care how many degrees you guys have. I don't care if you're a doctor. I just want you to be able to make a slamming meal. I don't care if you got 2 masters in pottery. I don't care. I just want to be able to come home and know that my children are taken care of. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about you trying to make as much money as me. I'm not relying on your income. I just want to come home to peace and tranquility. I want a bad wife. I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to remain feminine, sexy, beautiful throughout the entire marriage. That's all I care about. I could care less about anything else. I just want you to stand there and look beautiful. I want a trophy wife. Most men do. So I think we should avoid teaching our daughters to go out there and, become billionaires. For what? Maybe for those of you who don't want children, fine. Maybe for those of you who, not looking to get married or anything like that, or just want to be selfish and spend the rest of your life alone, then go ahead, knock yourself out. But those of you that have marriage and children and family in mind, go to school, find your husband, get married early, have some kids, enjoy life, stay fit, stay healthy, keep your mind healthy, stay feminine, and that's it. What say you? You agree? Disagree? Leave it in the comment section. Aside from that, man, I'll see you on the next one. Good one. That was a good one.